Oh, hi there, people inside my camera. Uh, Nice to meet you. So, I'm trying to talk about, like aliens, the future, how they tie into each other. Uh, like, I've been kind of hesitant about filming myself because I guess I'm kind of shy, but I'm gonna deal with it. But I'm learning that the best way to talk to someone from the future, right, is to make your mark on history because people look back on history like that's just what they do. So if there's any kind of like super intelligent species from the future, even if it's us, us humans, super advanced from the future, looking back on all the YouTube videos and servers, technically they'd see me right now and they might be able to even like intervene in my daily life because they might have advanced technology that can reach through time. So the best way to kind of connect yourself to the future is to really like upload yourself onto some sort of server that hopefully will perpetuate throughout time. So yeah, that's part of what I want to talk about. Also, I've been reading a lot about this 5D ascension process, how there's supposedly all these high-tech alien civilizations from other star systems, from other galaxies, that are just totally aware of us, everything we think and say. They're just there watching us, they're scanning us with their fucking unbelievably powerful technology. They can analyze everything in the whole galaxy, They just know we're here because they're billions of years ahead of us in evolution. Like they've made the technology. So yeah, and apparently they're here, right, working on people's DNA and turning us into beings of pure light, uh, infinite potential, all sorts of interesting stuff. And the groups I follow on Facebook and YouTube and a bunch of YouTubers I follow, they talk about like, yeah, how there's all these side effects, like, oh, you're gonna be having lots of pain, you're gonna feel isolated, you're gonna feel like you don't belong in certain friend groups that you used to belong in, and your family might not agree with the things you're saying, and you might start to feel crazy. But yeah, I just thought I'd share that because, I'm trying to find like-minded people from the past and future that are aware of me. Trying to increase awareness of myself. This is also like a confidence exercise, like I can't keep worrying about what other people think about me. I have to start opening myself to the fact that I am the universe, I am one with everything, all people, all things. Uh, my energy is the same as the energy that inhabits you, just from a different standpoint, from a different, I don't know. It's like following my intuition has led me to a lot of these groups on Facebook and just following my gut, what feels right. And I listen to a lot of Terrence McKenna. He's a really inspirational speaker. And hmm, sometimes I feel like these people are me from the past, trying to send me messages about the moment that I'm in. And no matter what moment I'm in, people from the past, like I can listen to what they say, and it's kind of like they're narrating a lot of what's going on in my life. And it's all synchronistic and beautiful. Yeah, I'm not gonna edit this video. I just want to put like my legit self out there. Like, I'm not gonna edit it. I'm just gonna share it. No point in hiding myself from myself. Like that's what I'm learning. It's a lot of people are learning or waking up to is that, oh my gosh, we're all mirrors of consciousness, and no matter what you do, it's perfect, and all potential exists all at once, and we're kind of pulling from that fifth dimension of infinite potential to co-create the 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 earth as we see it, and as we interact with it. It's all tied together. And the more we follow our intuition, it has no. Yeah, Terence McKenna said, you can't clothe intuition with logic. Intuition can't be traced, it can't be proven wrong. It's just something that arises naturally from the heart or the gut or somewhere in between. Like, I don't know. But a lot more people are kind of just acting on intuition instead of kind of, in a sense, restricting themselves from experience by putting limits on their beliefs and on themselves. Like, I'm not saying 2 plus 2 doesn't equal 4, but I'm saying if enough people agreed that 2 plus 2 equals 3, then it would be so. And these are like the first steps we're taking at molding our collective psyche into whatever we want it to be. Like, people choose to agree on just one potential. That's all mathematics are, is one potential that people can all agree upon. It's very possible that, these things are kind of changing, deteriorating the same way like a dead body decomposes. It just gets old, it recycles itself, it changes. It's kind of like an exfoliation of old, dead social cells. Like, you know, people can come up with anything with their intuition. Their intuition can tell them that the earth is flat. Like, I've seen that. And if you get enough people to collectively agree, perhaps the physical structure of reality might actually change, or perhaps we might collectively or in groups of people start shifting into new dimensions where these things exist, because all potentials exist simultaneously. So there's not a lot, I would say, stopping a group of people from coming together, agreeing on a certain reality, kind of shifting their consciousness to that reality and creating it, at least where they're sitting from, standing from. I mean, things are only as solid as we believe they are. Like, things are only as solid as we believe they are. Our belief is actually creating this experience. That's what I've been reading and hearing. And so my gut kind of tells me is that we're magic. We are like literally magic. Whatever we focus on and agree on with our being starts to manifest. You're like a projector screen for everything in front of you. You're projecting it as much as it's kind of coming to meet you, because you're looking at it as infinite potential, and it is infinite potential. I might sound a little crazy, but yeah, I'm not afraid of sounding crazy. I'm just like, I want people to kind of go over what I say, give me feedback on what I'm saying, and share ideas, you know? Talking about this kind of stuff is really interesting to me, and I think that, oh yeah, like free will exists like outside of this dimension, outside of this whole life experience. Because determinism is kind of a strong science, you know, that lots of people agree on that electrons pass over to other atoms that want them, and so on and so forth. And that's kind of a process that was sparked by a sun exploding. You know, it traces back to the Big Bang. It's like you are one of the outcomes. You're infinite outcomes. This is just one of them. Yeah. And like, you know, reality is somewhat deterministic. It's like the only way I can explain that and like tie that into spirituality is that your soul exists completely outside of this life experience, and it kind of like popped up and saw this window of potential and started flying through it. You know, like your life is just one window of potential experience, and it's structured. It's like a tunnel. Your life is like a tunnel that you're flying through. And like birth and death are an illusion. You had the free will to go into that tunnel and have this experience, but like once you went through that window, you kind of buckled up for the ride. And that's kind of my response to like determinism and free will, because I think one can't exist without the other. And there's like an infinite loop of thought that we all kind of are, you know? We all kind of fall back on this infinite loop of thought. Who messaged me? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm having some Bailey's Irish Cream. This stuff is freaking delicious. And it helps me with my anxiety. I don't drink a lot, but sometimes I do drink. So earlier today, I have this like really cool essential oil burner. It's got like the Ohm symbol on it. Here, I'm gonna light a candle in it just to show you people that I don't even know are watching yet. Hello, people. People that are me. Okay, so this is like super cool. And this comes off, you put oils in it. Like I put eucalyptus in there, peppermint, and a little bit of water, and it makes a shadow of the ohm, or like a light shadow. You know, it projects these ohms onto the wall. It's super dope. But earlier today, fuck, where is it? I have this peppermint extract, and it's too empty. It's just so empty that I couldn't pour out anything, you know? So like, I took this fucking plastic thing out. Sorry if I'm cussing, and I apologize. This plastic thing, yeah, it was like there wasn't enough oil to come out. So I dripped the oil like this, and then I pop this plastic thing back in, and it shoots peppermint oil straight in my fucking eyeball. Like, I've never been in more eye pain in my life, except when like a rock flies in there, just like be careful with your peppermint oil. I swear, it's like lava. Even if you just get it on your face, you know, or on your lips, like it's so hot. But yeah, I've been burning eucalyptus and peppermint just to like clear my lungs out because I used to smoke a lot of tobacco. That was fun. And it's been like a month since I stopped, and I'm not craving it anymore. I actually had a small surgery, and that's why I stopped, was because you weren't allowed to smoke beforehand. It messes with the anesthesia and all that shit. So I was like, okay, this is the universe telling me to stop, you know? And yeah, after like the whole recovery period, I actually went back to it a little bit, but then it just hurt. Like, I was coughing up all this black stuff in my, it's not pretty. Oh my gosh, and I had to stop. So, like, eucalyptus and peppermint mixed with this oil burner, it's kind of like a little humidifier. Oh my gosh. Paired with bike riding, just getting your lungs to breathe as hard as they can. I'll I'll spit out all that stuff after a bike ride. Like, it's like I didn't know how deep all of the stuff went. It went so deep, like inside my lungs. And exercising and essential oils have just like completely, or like come close to completely healing this. Like, I smoked tobacco for like 3+ years, started with cigarettes, then I just mixed it with my weed. Like, yeah, I'll just take bong rips with like weed and tobacco on it. Oh my God. I was addicted as fuck to that. Like, and it just like, I didn't feel normal without it. And I wasn't even getting high anymore. It was just like, I need to smoke. So having like a month of just like chilling, all your urges kind of like reset. Your toxins like kind of come out. You don't got to worry about it no more. So yeah, I guess this is a long video, but that's what I'm trying to do, is like, I'm using this as a medium to talk to myself in a sense, because I'm going to go back over the video and just watch it and love it for what it is. Just me talking to, you know, myself, I guess, and everyone else who is willing to like join in and like observe who I am, you know. That's what I'm trying to attract, you know, law of attraction, trying to find my soul tribe, not be afraid of putting myself out there, seeing what happens, you know? Because I see a lot of people that inspire me, dude. They're just being themselves on camera. They're not acting. They're just like themselves, and they're sharing themselves with the world, and that's what I think is going to attract super intelligent beings from the future, is genuine authenticity, just someone being themselves. They're going to be like, look at that confident, happy person, like from the past. Like, they might even try to emulate me in the future, you know, just because of my personality. It's it's infinite at this point. There's billions of people on the planet with the opportunity to put themselves into the flow of history, where other beings can come in from outside of history, like outside of our dimension, our linear construct of time, and kind of just visit us, you know? And yeah, I love other people's opinions on this stuff. I don't even know if you can hear what I'm saying because I'm on such a crappy webcam, and the microphone's not that good. I'm talking pretty quiet. And my family's sleeping in the next room over, so oh my gosh. This Bailey's is awesome. Here, I'll end it here, where I'll recommend a couple good books. This book is called Clearing the Way to Higher Consciousness by Frank Jordan. Cytronics Publishing. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to post this, but it was written like super long ago. Pretty sure. Oh, yeah, it was copyrighted in 1989. All rights reserved. But I'm sure they won't mind me advertising this because I'm not reading from the book. I'm just saying, hey, you should go read this. Clearing the Way to Higher Consciousness by Frank Jordan. And then this book is from a long, long time ago. Like the 50s, I think. Yeah, 59. It's called The Amazing Results of Positive Thinking by Norman Vincent Peale. The Amazing Result of Positive Thinking. And it's just hilarious. Like, the first chapter starts like this. Does positive thinking always work? Yes. That's just the best way to start a book, in my opinion. Like, it's hilarious, it's true. You can implement all these stories in this book to your daily life and like just kind of reprogram all the negative subconscious things that are storming around in your head, you know? And it's great. Sharing love with the world. One book at a time. 2 books at a time. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that.